What a mess. What a mess inside the Pac-12. The Comcast, the overcharging of Comcast is much greater than $50 million. Welcome to episode 236 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our ever-growing channel. Smash that like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Jon Wilner just released an article. Breaking news, more bad news from the Pac-12. Comcast, the overcharging of the Comcast by the Pac-12 is much larger than many expected. Now here at Peek Around the Corner, we did a live show a couple months ago, and I said on that live show, I advised some West Coast reporters to ask the Pac-12 leadership, is it $50 million or is it a little bit more than $50 million? For those who have been watching PATC for the last 2 or 3 months, you'll remember that live show. We were saying it over and over and over again because we told you we got some steam that the number $50 million wasn't quite accurate. Let's take a look at Jon Wilner's article. We're not going to go through the whole thing. It's just too depressing to read the whole article. We will provide a link in the description box. Jon Wilner, Power 5 revenue projections for 2023. Comcast mess leaves Pac-12 far behind. If not for the cost cuts at headquarter emergency reserves, the situation would be worse. Now here's the money shot. We skipped a lot over. We're only taking a little bit of this article. Read the whole thing in the link. Here's the money shot, PATC money shot. The Comcast overpayment fiasco is expected to carry a total wallop of more than $70 million, not the estimated $50 million, to $60 million. Before it was just $50 million. Now estimated it's $50 to $60 million, and now it's going to be more than $70 million. According to a conference source, holy smokes, the excessive payments made by Comcast to the Pac-12 networks from 2012 to 2022, number two, and the diminished payments from Comcast to the networks in 2023, 2024, resulting from a recalculation of the Comcast subscriber base. More than 70 million. We don't even know what the total is at this point. The hit will be felt in conference distributions to the campuses across the 2 fiscal years. For 2023, sources on multiple campuses expected a $3.5 million reduction compared to what was originally forecast by the conference. For 2024, the reduction is expected to be $2.2 million compared to prior forecasts. That brings the total reduction in payouts to $5.7 million per school over 2 years, which is actually less than the raw dollars being withheld by Comcast because of measures taken by the conference office. Because the conference is cutting costs all over the place. While other conferences are building up, investing money, Pac-12 is cutting. Without the Comcast issue, Jon Wilner says, the conference likely would have experienced record revenue in 2023, but you would have received less money in the years prior. So really, it's Peter and Paul, whatever. It's going to be painful, said a source with direct knowledge of the projected distributions. Unexpected expenses surfaced at the conference level during fiscal 2023 in 2 other areas. The 5.1% increase in media rights from Fox and ESPN resulted in a gain of $1.85 million per school. Now, this is how Wilner has it all figured out. A gain of $1.85 million per school because of the increase in the media rights from Fox and ESPN as they go into the last year of the media deal. The reduction in operational expenses providing a boost of $416,000 per school. The Comcast overpayment debacle leading to a total loss of $3.5 million per school. Our back of the envelope math indicates the Pac-12 would distribute approximately $36 million per campus in 2023, a year-over-year decrease of $1 million per school. While all the other conferences are going up in conference payouts The projections of the Pac-12 goes down $1 million. It could have been worse if not for the spending cuts and the use of the emergency reserves. So the Pac-12 is going in the reserve fund. The Pac-12 is making spending cuts to counteract the debacle of the leadership of the Pac-12 over the last 10 years. Back to the article. But the decrease runs counter to the situation across the Power Five, where conferences are expecting distributions to increase. Assuming fixed amounts of the CFP conference, the college football playoffs, and the NCAA tournament, and including escalators for the regular season media rights deals, the hotline projects the following distributions for 2023. Big Ten, $61 million per school. SEC, $53 million per school. Big 12, $44 million per school. ACC, $42 million per school. Pac-12, $36 million per school. And finally, this is what Jon Wilner said at the end of the article. So if you're wondering what happens when a group of academics running institutions of higher education agree to create their own media company and install a conference commissioner as CEO, well, there's the answer. A lot of people are finally coming to that conclusion. Some of us came to that conclusion when they first made the decision, the Pac-12, to try to create a media company and run it themselves. Wow, the Pac-12 is a mess. And as we said a couple months ago in a live show at PATC, we advised some West Coast, any of them, West Coast reporter, beat writer, to ask the Pac-12 leadership, is it $50 million or is it more than $50 million? The overcharging of Comcast. We just received our answer. Everybody received our answer. This is going to be shocking to many, but not to the PATC community. Over $70 million. Who knows how high that number is? Wow. What a mess. Until next time. All of us here at PATC, to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.